my name's Victoria Grabside, and I'm a 7th grader, and it is the week before finals, and I decided that I would study for finals like a good studier student. And so I went to sit down at the table, and I pulled out a piece of paper for science, and I looked at it. I'm like, how am I ever gonna learn this stuff or memorize it? So I decided that I would write a song, because whenever I write songs, I seem to memorize them very easily. So I wrote a song about all the elements or all the sciencey things that we learned this semester. So it should help me ace the finals. Okay, here we go. It's called Get an A. Independent equals changed and controlled. Well, it equals controlled. And dependent equals all the things that are measurable or observable. Remember always to write your name on the charts, or else you'll dock 5 points. Experienced? And make sure that you label all the parts, or points will be docked. Experience? Make 6H12O2, which equals sugar, otherwise known as glucose. Those are the important elements in the photosynthesis. It is important to know. Next chapter. Food webs are a big part of what we've learned this year. The aerosol, the way the energy flows right here. It starts from the sun and goes to trees. The trees are eaten by deer, oh no. And then the deer are eaten by a bigger predator. And then you feel a lot of things happening that all start in the web. Remember when we watched a video where the deer got eaten by the lion? Oh, deer? Get it? And it starts with the sun, and it helps grow with everyone. And sun goes to the producers and the primary consumers and the secondary consumers and the tertiary consumers. Lots of consumers. Remember it, tertiary, like 3, which comes after 2, and all the things I have to know about it are in the food web. I'm glad I survived that one. It's kind of funny because in the food web you don't survive. A lot of animals get eaten, and it helps in the world because one species gone, the web collapsed. My teacher told me that was important, so I think that's important because when a teacher tells you it's important, it's important. Get an A on the big test. Try to do your best. If you don't, you'll fail, and that C will drop, and you won't see yourself on the stage in the spotlight. You will be in the audience when you could be on the stage with your cast, and you are the best if you do your best. If you don't, kiss that award goodbye. Get an A on this big test. If you don't, you'll probably suffer. But I know you can succeed if you remember this song. Get an A, get an A, get an A on the test. Get an A, get an A and try your best. Sometimes this can be discouraging, so I have some words of wisdom. Do your best if your best not good. Kiss Peter goodbye, is that understood? Get an A, listen to me. Get an A. Victoria Groucho, get an A, or else no play. Get an A, get an A. Thank you, that was my song.